Guys, today I have for you kinda mainstream setup, but little bit twisted, so it's out of the box, but not really. Well, you're gonna understand everything in a second. This build slaps PvP and PvE. Right now in the game we have tons of new players, so this build will help every agent to destroy legendary strongholds, heroic missions or control points, and PvP as well. And in this one you have to switch only 2 mod slots in order to destroy Dark Zone, and you're gonna be able to fight against Almost Engine, exotic assault rifle, against skill build users, and against tanky setups because you have tons of DPS and of course crowd control. And on legendary difficulty you will have tons of fun stuff as usual. Uncle Butcher in the building, and welcome to Insanity. If you're new here, my beautiful bastard, hit that like, smash that up, or leave a hateful comment. It truly depends on your preference. Sometimes those hate messages warms my cold heart during night. In this one, unfortunately, we are using as well Saint Elmo's Engine exotic assault rifle for PvE mostly. For PvP, we will use KingBreaker named assault rifle with perfect flatline talent because it will amplify our damage and it will hit extremely hard. Although, keep in mind that I would strongly recommend you to stack your St. Elmo's Engine exotic assault rifle always in Dark Zone. Let it be stacked and holstered. Be ready for fight because in DZ fight is always around the corner. So always be prepared, my beautiful bastard. But before we continue, quick word from the sponsor Diving.net. If you don't have enough time or good image but you still want to have all the best items in your game, then Diving.net is set for you. They have absolutely amazing team on consoles. They will complete your order super quick. Everything happens through account sharing. This service has been working for many years. They have tons of customer reviews. You can check everything by yourself. But now with my promo code RBDIP, you will have 15% discount on absolutely all service. Amazing deal, especially when right now they have some crazy sales going on. But now let's get back to my legendary setup, and this one is pretty goddamn special. Not only we are kinda tanky as well, but DPS output, man, DPS output is really nice. And this setup will cover you in 3 different directions. Hazard protection against shock effect, check. Survivability, check. DPS output, check. Status effects by your setup, check. And the last one, but not the least one aspect of this setup, your jammer pools now can take out skill build runner set skills, you name it. So if somebody's running tier 6 skills, now you can take out those skills with this setup because you have 3 skill tiers on this one without ninja backpack and memento backpack. And that's pretty goddamn impressive if you ask me. So no shock effect on you. You can stop all status effects in the game. You can stop skills, other agent skills. You can deal nice damage and you have tons of armor. So top tier setup for PvP and PvE, and this setup will cover you on all mainstream directions. At least right now the game asks for shock resistance, asks for tons of armor in Dark Zone, and at the same time nice DPS. Elmo's Engine exotic assault rifle will apply shock effect if enemies don't have shock resistance or agents don't have it. They will be cooked just like this NPC. So if they don't have shock resistance, use St. Elmo's. If they have, use KingBreaker named assault rifle with perfect flatline. This bad boy hits hard. For specialization, we will go for technician specialization here. We will gain extra skill tier. We will have linked laser pointer attachment, which we will use on our KingBreaker assault rifle. It will proc flatline talent that's amplified weapon damage and skill damage. As you see, my numbers are pretty delicious. Over 50% crit chance, over 170% crit damage. It's pretty Nice, man. For the pistol though, we will use a TDI named pistol with InSync, and this pistol will give us extra skill tier, and with this pistol we have 3 skill tiers. So when you have to take out some kind of skills, switch to your pistol, use your jammer pulse, boom, easy money. Easy money. You're gonna proc InSync, although it's not necessary, but sometimes that extra skill damage with your jammer pulse is not that bad. So this 3 weapon combo will cover you basically everything. KingBreaker with DPS against the agents who has shock resistance. Who doesn't have shock resistance, use Elmos exotic assault rifle, and to take out annoying skill build runners, use your jammer pulse with pistol. For the gear, I'm using 2 pieces from Arquebus gear set. Mask with crit damage, crit chance, crit damage mod, and 2-piece brand set bonus will give us skill haste, which is kinda handy, and of course extra skill tier. And that's the reason why we have 3 skill tiers, and we can now face top tier skill build runners in Dark Zone. In PvP, if you will fight other agents with shock effect or St. Elmo's engine exotic assault rifle, I recommend you to simply switch 2 mods here, and you will have maximum protection. You will be immune to shock effects. Simply switch 2 crit damage mods or 1 crit damage mod for shock resistance, and apply maybe hazard protection attribute somewhere on your gear, and you will reach 90%. Holster by itself will give us 60%, 10% has on your shade tech watch level, and then you have to get only 20% extra hazard protection to be immune against shock effect. And don't forget that actually holster by itself can shock enemies if you're gonna hit them with St. Elmo's engine exotic assault rifle and shield. It works in PvP and PvE. Sometimes this can be really handy. So top tier synergy, and to be immune again against shock effect, simply switch 2 mods or 1 mod and 1 attribute. You can sacrifice a little bit crit chance and crit damage, and you will be immune against shock effect. For PvE, leave it as it is. Leave it with everywhere crit damage, you don't need really shock resistance. For chest piece I'm using Fenris for assault rifle damage with obliterate. Since we are using nice assault rifles, we're gonna stack obliterate really quickly. It has no cooldown, no range limitations, you can stack and keep it alive all the time. On backpack I'm using Sombra for crit damage boost, and of course Vigilance. Vigilance is by far the best DPS talent on our backpack. If you're not using maybe Eclipse Protocol gear set or any other green gear set, as the talents goes, Vigilance is the way to go. Yeah, you could use Companion. Companion is nice if you're afraid by receiving incoming damage that you're gonna lose some DPS output, but trust me, you have enough DPS with this time to kill. Vigilance is the way to go in conflict and in Dark Zone. For the skills though, I recommend you to use Jammer Pulse, and second skill could be your shield or decoy, or maybe fix a drone. It really depends on your preference. Shield, decoy, maybe this combination, Jammer Pulse, shield. There are tons of ways how to run. It truly depends on your playstyle. You can switch skills, but I would recommend you to use shield and of course Jammer Pulse, or maybe Jammer Pulse and decoy in Dark Zone. Butcher of the mic, bye!